All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dota 2 Canada Cup Season 3. We're in 6.82. What a topsy-turvy patch it's been. Thanks for joining us here. Game number 3 already underway. We're into the draft, and a bit of an interesting series. A bit longer than we anticipated, and certainly Shadows of the Past giving us a good one here on the Dota 2 Canada Cup Twitch channel. My name is Mott. Joining me tonight, as always, is Gerg, or what is hip. How you doing, Greg?
I'm Gergen, man. I am Gergen. That game was something else, and turns out when you suicide your team in 6.82 at 14 minutes, when you're up 10k gold,
you just lose. Yeah, it's just it. You just lose the game. There's nothing else you can really do about it. That's how Dota goes nowadays, unfortunately, for Shadows of the Past. But we'll see how their draft goes this time around. Navi US, they don't have the luxury of the Snaking Spectre this game. Unsurprisingly, first banned. Truff is like, that hero is actually just the dumbest thing in the world. So we're not going to have it. It's going to get banned out. And I think this is going to be more along the lines of, a 6.81 type of game. At least, if one team that has the advantage, I imagine, should be able to take this one, just because of how Shadows of the Past, played that last one. So,
yeah, absolutely. I don't think we're going to see anything too crazy this time around from Shadows of the Past, with the way that one did not work out for them. And Navi US just go for the Brewmaster and the Vengeful Spirit, Centaur, and Viper on the other side. And Navi US actually the ones to ban out the Skywrath Mage this time around. Fog not going to be on that one.
Worth noting, we talked about it a bit before the actual draft, but Fog has canceled his anniversary plans.
10 seconds
remaining. Which is surprising to me, but I guess when there's 4K on the line,
5 seconds remaining.
You kind of have to make do. So the crazy thing to me is also
reserve time.
That this is just the semifinals, and this is the series that we're getting in the semifinals. Imagine what the grand finals are going to be, and Navi US are going to have to go against, or Shadows of the Past, honestly. Either of these teams are going to have to go up against the winner of Complexity versus Sneaky Nyx Assassins, which are, again, two extraordinarily good teams. Sneaky Nyx Assassins have played damn well in the past couple of weeks, including today, where they played a fantastic series against CG. So I'm looking forward to the next series, but we still have to finish things off here. And you look at the way Shadows of the Past played the first game and then the second game for about the first 15 minutes or so, and you're like, they're looking really good. But for Navi US, I don't know. They've got that it factor with Snaking. They've got that it factor with Korok as well.
Reserve time.
Yeah, and we'll see. Game number 2 was crazy, like you mentioned, and I'm just trying to. I'm curious to see the difference in Shadow of the Past play, because I do not think they'll be pushing high ground at 15 minutes this time.
I'd say that's a pretty fair assessment. I really don't think that there's any situation that warrants a 50-minute push unless they are absolutely dominating. They've killed all 4 or all 5 heroes. They push up, they get a tier 3 tower, and they take racks. And well, Shadows of the Past, they go for the Wraith King, and we see this more and more played as a core rather than as a support, especially coming out from teams like EG. And Troff knows them very well in terms of what they pick. In fact, was one of their analysts when TI4 rolled around as well. So he's been playing a lot of NEL. He's been playing a lot of IXDL. We saw some really unconventional drafts from him thus far, and I think this is pretty standard right now. But things can turn quickly and get kind of crazy. And I'm totally down for another hero like a Spirit Breaker. You're not going to get much crazier than that, and that actually won them that first game. So I don't know, what hero would you like to see in this game, Greg? Just any hero. Just spitball it, please.
Terrorblade.
No, that's not happening. Pick another one.
I would, this is not going to happen, but I have not seen the new Tusk yet, and I'm kind of curious how those changes have affected him. I think he's probably worse, but I'm not sure.
I think we saw him once.
I'd like to see an Earthshaker. How about that? I love Earthshaker.
He's pretty good. He's fun to watch. I'll take it. And not the hero I would pick. Tusk, probably somebody that I would definitely enjoy watching. With his new changes also, the fact that you could actually jump into the snowball now makes it really nice. You don't have to coordinate as much. You could kind of just say, hey, we're going, team, and then just jump in before he leaves, hopefully. But I'm just trying to rack my brain and think about the other heroes. I mean, like, maybe an Axe, although I don't know how he really fits in a lineup right now. We saw Puck for the first time in a while. We saw Queen of Pain and a Puck for the first time in a while in that first game, which was really interesting. We saw Lena. Zeus has been a popular support pickup as well. Sven maybe just to pop you up, but I don't really know. I honestly,
I don't know if Shadows of the Past can handle another melee hero, and
I don't think they can.
Maybe Sven's fits in Navi US's lineup.
They have the Brewmaster, so this already gets kind of tough. When you have a Brewmaster first pick, you have to find ways to devote shutting it down, and I think that's why they ban out the Scarith Mage, because Ancient Seal is so good against Brewmaster and just shutting him down. Navios also picked the Rasa. It's 6.81 all over again, except for the second pick Venge, which that hero is damn good now. And the Venomates are going to come out as well. Toronto played it in the first game, and he played it rather well. She was High Lua, maybe.
It was High Lua.
Oh, Toronto's another team. I'm losing it.
He played Elder Titan.
He's Nestle. Yeah, that's why. It's just they were going up against each other in lane, so...
Mott's getting senile, guys.
I really am. I don't know what happened.
Or beer, one or the other.
Man. Both would be greatly appreciated right now.
Yeah, not too much crazy stuff happening thus far. Venge, I think, has just benefited from this damage type change. Small buff for Nether Swap and sort of pushed her a bit in a top tier. Plus, she can actually do damage with her, her skill combo is pretty decent for physical damage, so...
I just think she's so good right now just because armor reduction is really nice, and especially on the dire side. I guess it's not as big of a deal now, and I have to keep putting my foot in my mouth because there isn't technically a dire Roshan advantage anymore. Navios also go for the Enigma. So.
I don't know if you could say that.
I actually said that with air quotes, by the way.
There's still a small dire Roshan advantage.
No, I think there is. I think especially that ward spots is. I mean, it's just easier to get to, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's still like it's less now, but I think it's still similar.
There's the tier 2 in that bottom, or the tier 1 rather in that bottom lane, the tier 2 in the bottom lane. I mean, there's so many easy access points for Rosha, although still kind of a bit unsafe now. The Enigma pick for Navi US is certainly surprising, but not really unheard of considering how good this hero has been in the past couple of patches, in fact. And it's just nice to see a resurgence of this hero back into the limelight. We've seen him a lot at TI4. We're seeing him a lot still here as we get in from 6.81 to 6.82. Black Hole's a good ability, but more so than anything, it's about split pushing with your Eidolons, and obviously your Midnight Pulse as well, which is a really, really solid ability too, and ganking early on as well. But
yeah, you also get the mech. I mean, Enigma's just got it all.
The real question is, what is he played as here? Because you have a Venge and a Shadow Shaman already, and an Enigma. One of these heroes is going to be put in lane and in some sort of farming role. That's the real thing here. Enigma could maybe go... I mean, you could do Farming Venge, which is...
They also could offlane the Enigma.
I think offlane Enigma makes sense, but Farming Venge also makes sense as well. That's something you see a lot of Navi doing. Like, Havos loves to pick Farming Venge, and he just loves to man up on that hero. I haven't seen Navi US run that, but it certainly could happen.
I've not seen that, yeah. I mean, it's basically Glass Cannon. You do tons of damage, but you also die very easily, so...
You have no range either. You have to be right next to somebody pretty much to kill them, so... that's really the scary thing here. You can maybe put the Rasta in a solo lane just to try to get him, the Serpent Wards, but I don't know. And we are, you can think about a level 1 Roche, and it's possible, but you can definitely contest it for Shadows of the Past. I mean, they have a disgusting level 1 lineup here. Viper, Wraith King, Centaur Lorn, or Venomancer. That's a lot to deal with. And if you get scouted here, if you're Navi US and you get scouted in this level 1 Roche, I think it might just end.
The game might just end.
Yeah, I think it's probably just over at that point. But
continuing forward, last set of bans here. Morph playing is banned out, and as well as the Rubik. And Nayrok did some decent work on that Rubik in the last game. I think that's a worthy ban. He fits pretty well here. I mean, Enigma. There's a lot of amazing spells to steal. Actually, that was a good ban.
Yeah, I agree with you. I just think that he did a lot early on in the game, especially with Trouf as the dual roaming support. But in later on in the game, they just got shut down. There was nothing they could do in any of the real fights.
I mean, Snaking hits R and they die.
Yeah, that's
10 seconds.
You just described game 2 pretty much in a nutshell. That's pretty much. Hey, look at that! It's like they heard you or something. They're ghosting.
Yeah. Jokes on you guys. I just Skyped Nayrok, said pick Tusk. No, I didn't.
I wouldn't fault you for that, and I kind of expect it from you too. So,
but it is going to be a Tusk here for Shadows of the Past. So we'll see how it works. He has had a couple of abilities we reworked a little bit. Shards, I think, is the biggest difference.
Oh,
Anti-Mage.
Oh boy.
Okay, fun stops here, boys.
That is an offlane Enigma, by the way. You were correct. Yeah. You hit the nail on the head. And it's not a Farming Vengeful Spirit, as much as we might like to see that. Guys, I do want to let you know that, of course, if you want to watch in game, $5.99 in the Dota TV store, and get the ticket, watch the Dota TV, get all of the action, control the map, well, just control your camera, rather, and listen to us in game. So, good stuff.
Well, getting into this one, again, a little unconventional lineup here, and it's going to be Tralf on the Tusk. So we'll see what he's got.
Yeah, this is exciting. The support Tusk, the 4-position Tusk, probably. Nayrok going to be playing the 5-position Wraith King, so certainly not the most unorthodox lineup in the world. Compared to the last 2 drafts coming out for Tralf, this is, I think, standard. It's kind of weird that we've seen 2 drafts from Tralf, and we're already considering his drafts a bit ridiculous, so... Oh my god.
And, well, already the...
That's nice. That's just...
I don't even know what to call this, man.
That's the pot and bottom Dignitas love connection going on with these three players. Wow. This is just they know each other maybe too well, I think, on Navi US's squad.
Oh boy. Well,
wow.
Tralf is gonna be on the Tusk, Nayrok on the Wraith King. And for the Venomancer, it's gonna be Hylua once again, mid lane Infinity on the Viper, and all the way down bottom, MJW on the Centaur.
And that'll be your Shadows of the Past lineup. On the other side of things, Navi US running with the defensive tri-lane yet again, and making sure Snaking hopefully gets some farm in this top lane. He'll be on your anti-mage. We've got Pink Panda or Way Too Sexy. He'll be on your Shadow Shaman.
Wards on the ground. Jesus.
Are they just trying to bait people? I don't even know what's happening.
What's happening right now,
yeah,
man.
Fogged is going to be on your Vengeful Spirit. Mid-lane Korok on your Brewmaster, one of his heroes that he plays to a great extent. And Nestle on the Enigma in the offlane. This is the big thing, I think, for Navi US. This is the unorthodox part of their draft. Is going to be the offlane Enigma, and I'm waiting to see how it goes. MJW is chasing Nestle down. Not that he could do much at level 1. Stomp and right click is good, but oh, great, you got the regen rune. Congratulations, MJW. Woo! Good job, buddy.
Tralf's gonna grab himself the bounty rune.
That's the better rune.
1v1 matchup, gotta favor probably the Enigma, I think. Enigma in a 1v1 matchup is just so good.
Unless you get caught out of position, I think.
Yeah, I mean, if you move too far forward and get stomped in double edge, then that's on you.
Yeah, that's just your fault then.
I mean,
you deserve that death.
To happen.
Yeah. And he's going to get Eidolons, unsurprisingly. And the Eidolon damage will also be kind of annoying to deal with here for MJW. So this is going to be maybe a tough lane. And I think this is a really smart draft. The fact that they can pick this Enigma and put him in the offlane was pretty intelligent. However, the real problem is, again, snaking in the top lane, securing farm. Another hero that, again, if he gets enough room, will absolutely hose any hero, at about, 50 minutes in. But he's already getting chased down. Nayrok was looking for a Wraithfire Blast, and they decided against going. And they're just saying, hey, this is my territory. This is our lane. So snaking in way too.
They have 2 stuns up in this top lane, so they have some decent chances here to lock down the anti-mage. Obviously, the blink is going to be really annoying, and if it's a decent distance away, he should be able to blink away from the Wraithfire Blast. But then he has to deal with the snowball as well. But mid lane here, this is not a friendly matchup for Korok.
This is a lane winning hero against a hero that really, he's a melee hero and he needs level 6. And
he's a melee hero, Mont.
That's just, that's it. That's a Mont note, but it's true. And again, it's the Viper. He's just gonna kill you. I mean, I was going somewhere with that statement, but you just didn't let me finish, you son of a bitch. So
I derailed you.
You really did.
This is a really tough lane for Korok because Infinity can just sit here like this and just keep right-clicking.
Oh,
no
God.
cost for him, but there is a massive snowball in the top lane. They're going in on Snaking. The Wraithfire Blast
catches is a dive.
He's gonna die.
I can just imagine.
God.
I can imagine Snaking over voice chat, just getting so angry right now. Tralf is gonna get the first blood. I mean, if I was Snaking, I'd be tweeting about it already. That's really rough. So again, off to a rough start for Snaking. Fog has just left him up in that top lane. He's rotating around, maybe looking for a kill on bottom or mid. Infinity's actually rather low. I'm not sure from what exactly. Korok maybe got a clap off, but he's trying to bait this Infinity now. He's going to be back at his tower. Meanwhile, Invis was picked up by Way Too, and if there's anything they can get done on this mid lane, that'll be really effective, and they'll actually be able to make room once Korok gets like a blink and a split, but for now, the top lane is a problem. However, I want to keep my camera here on Infinity as he's going to get Magic Missile. Korok's going to come in. Nice TP reaction. Can they get this kill? Ether Shock. It should do the job and will. Korok might fall. Wraithfire Blast going to go. He's so slow. He can't get out. He does go down. The 1-for-1 trade. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Nestle, he's caught out of position as well. But he's doing some damage with Malphite, so look at these Eidolons go to work. And he can't turn around right now. His Eidolons are dead. He has no mana. He's trying to juke MJW. He's a bit speedier. Nestle stomped up. Double edge is available. MJW's going to secure this kill. Nicely done. But here comes the Rasta, Shackles. That's actually not that much damage either. There it goes. And Way Too securing yet another kill.
Oh, Fogged is about to get snowballed.
He's actually dead. Well.
Jesus.
What is happening, man? This isn't Dota. I don't know what's going on right now.
These early games have been so weird in this patch. I don't know, like nothing's really changed from the patch from this, but it's just been so bizarre.
It's just the teams are just okay with putting on early like. It's almost like they know they can get away with a little bit of a mistake here and there, as long as they're okay, you know, later on in the game, especially if their tier 2 or tier 3 towers are still up. Snakey's starting to get more room to farm in the top lane, but still with 6 last hits and 4 denies against the Venomancer, this is not the position you want to be in. However, there is the rotation from Fogged. I don't think they can get the kill on this Venomancer with level 1 magic missile, but especially not since Trough is coming back in here to the top lane. This is what's been amazing from Trough. His early game rotations into different lanes have been absolutely absurd. And getting involved, and we talk a lot about Fogged doing that, but Fogged is right now, you know, he's essentially getting schooled by Trough in these early game rotations and early game aggression coming out. So, I mean, a lot of the 5 kills have been from Trough in this game. They're going to look to get snaking as well, but again, he has blink up, so he can just blink away from harm there, so he's fine.
The problem is with only 1 level in blink, if he does that while there's another stun there, then they can just snowball on him and he's dead.
Yeah.
So
that's
what happened in the first play.
Oh, way too. Nayrok is going to try to bring you down, but nice Hex there to keep yourself alive, and with no Wraithfire Blast coming in, I think that was just a waste of mana there. I understand what you're going for, though. So.
Well, mid lane, things have gotten okay. I mean, Korok he's recovered a little bit with rotations coming in, and he looks like he has sort of recovered in CS and levels as well, so that lane could definitely be going worse for him. Top lane, though, Snaking only has 7 CS and is actually probably just dead.
Yeah, that's a Gale coming in. Poison Sting gets put on him as well. They can try to snowball, but actually Trough is blocked in.
Well, now he has to snowball.
Nope, they bring it out. They use the Poison Sting. That's actually... He just killed his teammate, I think. No, he's going to snowball it, but that could have been a lot worse.
I guarantee there was some anger right there.
Trough is probably raging, I'm sure, but...
Oh, God. What, Snake? I mean, look at Snaking, though.
He's playing a dangerous game right now.
He gets hit by a shard, he might just die.
He's going to have to blink. Oh, Fog blocks the shards. There's the magic missile going through, but he's actually going to die here. The dives are real coming out now. The Stampede coming in as well. Are you kidding? He just got that too, and Trough just TPs away. That's an easy take coming out. Nestle has to TP all the way up to the top lane. Although Way2 does get the farm in the bottom lane to get to level 6. He's actually level 5 already. These levels are getting kind of ridiculous. And on top of that, though, Shadows of the Past have the top 3 CSers, and that's in each of the lanes. That's mid, bottom, and top. So they've lost, I think, every lane here for Navi US. And normally we'd say, well, that's probably it. For 6.81, if you lose every lane, there's a good chance you lose the game. But this is a brave new world, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what the hell's happening, but...
Yeah, Korok's going to be... Looks like he's going to be going straight for the Blink Dagger, so he wants to get involved early in these fights. And, well, Fogged has not had much of a game impact thus far. 0, 2, and 1. 0 and 0. Maybe he should have gone out to dinner.
Oh, my God. You can't say that now, man. It's too early for that. I'm telling him you said that.
No, please.
You're going to get flamed by Yanis. Jesus.
Oh, God.
Korok running in on Infinity. Frankie is having a heck of a lane here with 32 last hits. He's got a bracer already, and he can build towards that mech. Although, with the new change, you don't necessarily build it all the time. Meanwhile, look at this dive going, and they want Nestle. That Ice Shard is... Yeah, that's, you threw that out of bounds, Johnny Walker.
It's way harder to land now.
No, absolutely, but I mean, I just think he got fogged. No pun intended, again, but Korok now chasing after Nayrok, who's not level 6 or even close to that.
With the split here, I don't think he can go around on this.
He needs a Blink Dagger, and he's not really close to it. Serpent wants to place bottom. Now, MJW's going to come in, double edge as well, and he does get the Hex off. What does that actually accomplish? He just put some chip damage on the tower, I think, which is fine. And I really like the fact that they gave Nestle the jungle and they give Way to the offlane to get him level 6, but that's not the way to use your ultimate there, I think. However, Nestle's going to come in the top lane. He has Black Hole, by the way.
Gale miss?
Meanwhile, Gale doesn't connect. Nestle might get caught, but they do have Black Hole again on Trough. They're going to Magic Missile. Hi, Lewis. There's the Stampede coming in. They can't get the kill on the Venomancer. Not yet, anyway. No rotation to the top lane. The slow's still on the Venomancer. They can't get the kill. They could have hold at least one hero there and at least secured something, but I guess that's too big of a cooldown to expend.
I mean, that comes down to that. You know, do I use the hole for a solo kill? And I think at 7 minutes, absolutely.
Yeah, why not? I don't understand why you wouldn't. I mean, like, it's not the best hole. There's no way a Venomancer's going to cancel it. Maybe a TP rotation. Maybe you don't get the kill on the Tusk because he's just so tanky, but you can just split and certainly get the kill. Also, it comes down to Snaking just not pumping out the damage in this lane, and he's only got 19 last hits. That's actually really bad.
Snaking has done nothing. I mean, this aggro try has done exactly what they wanted.
And that's what it should do. I mean, when you pick an anti... I mean, Shadows of the Past knew that this was going to happen, that Navi US picked this hard farming hero.
I mean, maybe not, but then they picked the Tusk.
I mean,
Tusk, I think, locks them into that aggro triangle.
Yeah, and it just is so easy for Navi US to get shut down. And all of a sudden, again, off to a fast start. But you give room to Navi US, you give them kills, and suddenly they're back in this. So now it comes down to how patient can Shadows of the Past play here in this game to try to convert this to a victory. Not that, I mean, it's that close. Although they do have a 7-2 kill lead, they also have a 3,000 net worth lead, so that's the big thing. And it really comes down to them keeping up the pressure, but not, you know, dying.
One thing is they have had no towers yet, but Snake King cannot be in this lane against Infinity. I don't know what he's thinking.
He can't be in any lane, really. I mean, it's just not... Well, split top lane. They're going to try to go on the Venomancer. They do throw out the Boulder. And there's the Snowball keeping him alive. God. Unbelievable. That Snowball is actually ridiculous. And Infinity gets the kill on Snake King mid. Boulder toss, but I don't even think they can get this kill. Yeah, I mean, he's just going to get out. Venomancer's going to live. Meanwhile, mid lane, Super Wards are there, and there's the Black Hole coming in. They might be able to get a fight here going their way. Nayrok getting low. There's the Ether Shock to Shackles on Infinity. A big dive. And all of a sudden, they turn 2 in Navi US. Yeah, they don't get the kill top, and they lose Snake King, but that's okay.
Shadows of the Past, man. They always look so good. Again, that was another pretty big mistake, but
you don't need to die
they're going to get the top lane tower this time.
Tralf is going to get it. No deny coming in. Snake King does TP to the top lane, but he has...
Snake King is 0-2 with boots and a ring.
This man is a vagrant. This guy is living the bohemian lifestyle.
He's getting soloed by Sport right now.
Johnny Walker doesn't have any mana left. Tralf's got 0 mana left in the bank, but Snake King is just like, I need room. I really freaking need room.
Honestly, that tier 1 tower going down is probably fine with him. Now it's just easier for him to control where the creeps are, so we can pull him back a little further.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, he's got some space in this top lane, but the question is, what do you do with it? I mean, you already have the Ring of Health, so you're committed to a Battle Fury, which at this point is like 20 minutes into the game.
Yeah,
so.
This Battle Fury is not going to come at any reasonable time. With 29 CS attendance and 2 deaths, that's not a winning combo for an early one.
Not the pinnacle of farming. He's not the Black of North America at this point. I'm just going to throw that out there. Bottom lane, they do give Nestle some room. He could actually try to split push this and force them to rotate, but this tier 1 tower is already, I think, gone. The Plague Wards are up. It's going to be really tough to fight, especially without Split and Black Hole. So now you're relying on Black Hole, which you don't really want to have to do. You can rely on Split all you want. I think that's fine. The ability's got a pretty short CD in comparison to a Black Hole. And Black Hole, if you're relying on it to win you fights in this situation, I mean, yeah, it's good, but...
they're not going to get the bottom tower either.
Yeah, the Eidolon's coming in. Actually, the Glyph did go through. No harm done there. And Infinity's just sitting mid. They throw up a smoke, and they're going to go head top. And Snake King has absolutely no idea this is happening. So, I mean, he's at the tier 1, though. You've got to be careful here. You have to know that they're all off the map. Actually, they're going to wrap around on mid. But everyone's sitting pretty close to this tier 2 tower. Maybe not close enough, though. There's no vision of the high ground. Fogged user wave. Oh, God. Korok getting caught out. Can he get a split off? There's the Snowball. Walrus punch. He is going to get it off just in time. We'll keep him alive for the time being. I don't think you fight this. Cyclone's going to go through. Spell Magic, Infinity now getting caught out. There's the Malphite's coming in. Blank Stomp. Pink Panda, not the best. Double-edged Fog getting low. Way too falls as well. MJW going down, getting low as well. He will fall, but it's still a 2-for-1 trade. Korok makes it out alive, but barely. All the while, they do give Snake King top farm, and he actually gets the tier 1 tower there, which is nice, but...
That was an amazing Stomp double-edge there, getting 2 heroes. Basically the reason that happened, and Snake King getting the top tower as well. And Trout's going to try to man up on him here, but 4 levels in Blink. He shouldn't get this kill at least. Oh, God. All right, he's fine.
He's good to go. That actually 1 level of spell shield is helping. That's 26% magic resistance. I didn't know it was that much at level 1. That's absurd, actually.
Yeah, man. That's like one of the best value point skills in the game.
Yeah, that's huge. That's amazing. So that'll give you some magic resistance, obviously, early on. Nayrok is going to go on Korok, who, by the way, doesn't have Split, as we just saw. He's going to get stomped and double-edged. He's going to get killed. That's just that simple. Snake King is surviving at 38 HP. That's good. Oh, look at this play coming out from Navi US. This could be huge. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, he's not going to check that. Are you serious? Come on, MJW. Get into the pit. That's actually unbelievable.
Well, this is high risk here.
This is the sketchiest Rosh I think I've ever seen in my life. MJW actually has... He can blink in and literally kill everyone and take this Rosh on.
Yes, I don't think he has any
No, he has no... He is 0. Oh, my God. That's exactly what you needed for Navi US, I think, to really help them out here. But you got to get out, man.
Oh, Jesus.
Nestle makes it out in time. Way2's got, like, No mana. He's. Oh, the courier. No, actually, he's not gonna kill that.
Jaw.
Is under attack.
It's fine.
Oh, they have vision.
Man, it's not fine though.
Yeah,
that courier vision.
Yeah, that courier vision really paying off. They'll get the kill. So he'll be a bit further away from his blink dagger.
Dire's bottom
An
tower
okay
has
loss
fallen.
considering they got Roshan out of it though. So.
'Tis mine.
All right, well, that's a step in the right direction for Navi US, getting that Roshan, and Shadows of the Past are still building a pretty steady lead, but
Dire's bottom tower
this is
is
sketchy.
under attack.
Tusk, I don't really know what Tusk does in the mid and late game.
Not much, I don't think. Well, he kills Fog, that's for sure.
Fog is dead.
That magic missile got disjointed. That's awesome. I think you wait for
Snowball's
the
a really
animation.
cool ability, man.
Yeah, that's actually you could just
It's so
disjoint
good.
everything.
They're gonna pressure the tier 2 tower here. Snaking.
Split and Hole are up and ready to go. You have an Aegis. How much room can you give to Snaking? Though is the real question. I guess if you're gonna get tier 2 tower out of it, it's probably
You have a
fine.
long time.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still over. He's like 2,000 gold
Dire's
away
middle
from
tower
Battle
is
Fury
under
still.
attack.
He gets hit by a stun and they get the tier 2
Dire's
tower.
This
middle
is where I feel like a
tower
Morphling
has
is just a
fallen.
better hero. I guess you can't really. You're not guaranteed a victory in the late game.
Morphling takes longer though than Animage.
Really?
Animage can fight with 2 items.
Yeah, but
Morphling.
Morphling can fight early, even with just waveform. Though that's the thing.
That's true, yeah.
I mean, he does
Very
have his
quick,
broadsword
very
now.
quickly.
He's really just banking on getting that Battle Fury, and it actually might not be at that poor of a time. Oh, I didn't even know that. Well, Morphling got banned out, so
LDJ, what a hero.
what a guy.
Oh god, Fogged.
Not
Fogged,
again.
No. Fogg's gonna go down.
He needs
He's
to.
05.
Okay, well, maybe I might agree with you on your whole statement about him
Should've
going to his
just- should've
dinner.
just gone to dinner, man.
Yeah, he really. This is a rough game for him. Giannis is not having a good time. There's an Uber Cliff here now,
he's
by the
another-
way.
He's another player that he tilts pretty hard, so.
Do you? That's placed there. That's good to know. That's a nice ward spot, actually. That gives so much vision, but I don't know if it's the best vision in the game.
I mean, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
Jeez, that goes far.
it does. Korok now very close to his blink tag with the new change. You'll have it in a moment. Snaking's gonna have his Claymore, and then he just needs the Void Stone to finish off that Battle Fury, which is pretty good, decently timed considering, again, how far behind. I mean, he had no last hits earlier on in this game. He's up to 62 now. He had about 20 at about the 10-minute mark or something. Something ridiculous, so.
Blink Dagger for Korok. 15 minutes with treads.
Is it time to fight?
Probably. I mean, they have Hull.
I think you just need a really good pickoff. Hylule is not in the best position. They know that he's there. But they have to wait till the blink gets to Korok here. And even then, you're going to walk right in front of the Plague Ward, so you've got to be careful. So now everyone's heading top here for Shadows of the Past, and this is their time to maybe initiate. And Infinity doesn't go for your usual Viper build. He actually picks up the Treads, Drum, and a Yasha, so this is like your old school Viper build now coming out for Infinity. And they're going to look to take this tower, or at least put pressure on it.
Attack.
Alright, Snake King needs another death. He's getting near Battle Fury. We need to kill him.
Greg has decreed that Snaking deserves to die.
Time for him to die.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Well,
attack.
He's sitting pretty in the mid lane now.
Radiant
Bottom lane
structures
getting
are
pressure. There's the
fortified.
glyph. There's no reason not to throw it down. And
Dire's top tower
let's take the
is
tower.
under
TP
attack.
actually got canceled by
Dire's top
MJW.
tower
So
has
that
fallen.
was a
They get the
mistake.
top tower, though.
Yeah, they did. But there's no... He could have maybe TP'd there. He might have gotten dove. I'm not sure. Either way, they take the tower. Snaking
moving on,
is...
Snaking.
You might have called this.
Alright, well,
I think he's
one
done.
blink.
Oh my god, they couldn't get the kill. Stampede going. He's in some trouble. He's got another blink right now. He's got to use it. He's going to continue to chase down the river. MJW has his blink up now. They're looking for it. Oh god, Snakey gets caught out. Venomous Scale. He will fall the Viper Strike. Nicely done by MJW there. They're going to catch Nayrok, but there's the Snowball Nestle. No mana for Black Hole anymore. He does have the Soul Ring. There's the punch coming in. And Trough does fall. A 1-for-1 engagement. Hex up. Take Panda. Way 2 somehow getting involved in this. They might throw down the Super Wards. No, they're not going to
What
fight
a
this.
mech!
Cyclone coming in. Mech goes through as well. Infinity in some trouble. There's the Super Wards. MJW's going to come in and stop as well. Can they get anything out of this? And there's the buyback from Trough. I don't know. This could be...
has res. I think he just wants to man up there, slow him down so Viper can eat him. Nestle eating his stun. And he swapped down to the low ground, but now there's a snowball coming in. It hits Fog. He is up in the air, stomped down to the ground, and all over the place. Completely dead.
Great fight for Shadows of the Past. Absolutely fantastic. And the buyback actually kind of worth it for Trough there in that situation. And they're now 17 against the 6, of course, of Navi US. So really, this is their game to lose. But again, you talked about Snaking. Yeah, they got the kill there, but he's still getting very close to his Battle Fury. But that's just the start, obviously. And now Korok his blink is on
he doesn't have
cooldown.
treads, so it's not like he's farming super fast after. Snowball.
Black Hole, Nestle, there it goes. Midnight Pulse comes in. There's gonna be the clap as well. MJW in trouble. Man, oh boy, they get the kill. Nayrok, his ult's gonna go off. Here comes Waitsu coming in. No wards. Now Met coming through as well. Korok is trying to man up on Nayrok right now. They will finally bring him down. Can they swap? Can they get a kill? They jump right on top of the Venomancer. He's got no mana left in the tank. They're still going. This poor Poison Bastard's gonna fall. There's the swap from Fog. Double kill for Waitsu. They jump on Trolf. Snowball's gonna save him, but only for a moment. They'll try to spread out, question mark. And he almost gets a kill on Snake King. That could have been huge. That gets not only Snake King's Battle Fury, but 1,000 gold in the bank.
Jesus Christ.
And can we get a team fight fight recap rather? Well, there it is. The 4,000, actually 5,000 net worth change.
Oh, this patch is
Dire's
disgusting.
bottom tower is under attack.
That's literally the same mistake they made, except without going to the high ground, as in game number 1. I just don't know. Navi US are like, well, I guess we won't get punished for having an anti-mage and having him have no farm at 20 minutes in. That's the absurd thing. Is that Snake King is not really getting punished for this.
Now he's not even that far behind. Like,
his net worth is, he's midway through, like a lot of the Navi US squad are. Again, you still have the Infinity Wall.
He's using the fair ski.
Is he really?
Fog, what a player.
That's actually, yeah, it is Fog, wow. It does morph, but I thought it was thinking because it morphed, but it looks like it's okay. What a guy.
Not gonna lie.
What a good guy. Also, this courier is just the most amazing.
Courier available in the store, $6.99.
It's just the cutest thing.
Sellout.
It's just the cutest thing in the world.
It's so good. Well, that's some good. Maybe that is Snake King. It is Snake King's.
No. Good
I
guy.
can't believe you just said a nice thing about Snake King.
Oh my god, dude, just relax. Just go easy, alright?
No, I like Snake King.
He's played well, although he's been caught out a lot. Fog again. Oh, man. You're a death magnet.
He's 1-7.
This just feels like a carbon copy of the first game. You pick heroes that do well into the mid to late game, like a Viper, and you can just snowball out of control with, and like you can maybe press towers, but then like when push comes to shove, and the game goes late enough, and all of a sudden you start giving away these kill streaks to heroes like Snake King, it just feels like you're really just giving away the game. There's no reason for you to do
there's nothing else you can say about it besides that. And now, Hailu is dead as well. He has a mech, but...
That's not going to save him.
My venom dissipates.
And it looks like Waitsu just goes home immediately realizing, hey, I don't really want to take poison Nova damage. I'll just regen up and stay alive. And tier 2 tower. I mean, I like the decision there. At least pushing into the, the tier 2s a bit quicker than they were in the first game. Well, maybe that's not 100% true. They have all the tier 2s gone. Blink Stomp. Fog getting caught out. Oh my god, that's his 8th death. As good of a game as he had last time against Not Today when he had like 20 kills. This is about as bad as it gets.
Dire's
Truly.
bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah, this is pretty ugly. Now Trout's gonna die, maybe as well. No, the rest of the team comes in. Waitsu's dead. Trout does die to the wards in the end.
Viper Strike. Nestle's fine. Midnight Pulse is actually doing some work against Nayrok. That and the Serpent Wards, obviously, so... They blink away, they're done. Korok is actually 1,000 gold away all of a sudden from his Aghanim Scepter. That probably shouldn't happen. Infinity dies here, though. Okay, this isn't good. Infinity's going to give away a lot of gold in about 5 seconds flat if he does not... Oh, God. There's going to be the mech coming through. That was not a good mana void. He had full mana. Snake King coming in now. They have to try to find a way to finish this kill off, and they absolutely can't. Their eyes are bigger than their stomachs, unfortunately, and that means Snake King is going to fall. They're still looking for Infinity. If Korok gets the kill, it's all worth it. He does. 700 gold plus... Well, actually, he's up to 3,000 now. Did he buy his components? No, actually, so it doesn't get that much out of it, surprisingly enough. It was actually just the 700, I think.
Well, it's getting... The gold lead now is diminishing, so.
Yes, that's true. I mean, that's still a big streak, though, however, going to Korok. He gets the Aghanim Scepter done now, and they lose Snake King. Maybe it's worth it. I'm not sure, but...
This is man, this patch is actually just impossible to know what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
it's so swingy.
Until we see a bit more out of this patch, it actually wasn't that much at all. I'm not gonna say that because I'm a caster, but
yeah, I'm not talking.
This is information that you can divulge, but you probably shouldn't. I don't know if that's true. He had 2k gold in the bank. I guess that's not true, but there's gonna be Tralf caught out.
Tralf is...
TP.
He has Mana Void. Yeah, he's dead.
There he goes. And just an easy kill. And Staking gets involved, and he's going to be going for Vlad's. The Battling Anti-Mage now coming out. Vlad's first. In this game, it makes sense. You can build into that Manta later, you can build into a Heart later, you can build into an Abyssal later. Right now, you need a Vlad's. And also, that's going to be huge for taking Roche, which, by the way, is up and ready to go again. This time, it looks like Shadows of the Past want to take it instead of giving it away to Navi US, which, by the way, was really good from that Smoke of Deceit into the Roche pit. MJW had no idea. They got juked.
That was unreal. That was just absolutely insane.
That was really good play.
Well, Navi US, again, they're slowly clawing their way back into this one, and this is just... Snake King is getting items up now. It looks like he's going to be going for the Vlads next. This makes sense.
Oh, Korok's going in, but he got stunned. The Earth Panda could have gone in. He actually hasn't used his Thunderclap on his Earth Panda. Now it goes. Infinity getting caught out. Magic Missile coming in. Cyclone, that'll be on the Venomancer. War Trap on Infinity and the Hole. They didn't need both of those, but they get the kill. And they actually bring the, of course, Venomancer into the Black Hole as well. Double kill. Infinity buys back immediately as the top lane is getting pressured by Snake King. He's got to get away, and looks like he will. And that buyback might have only been there just to make sure they don't contest Roche, but they already get the Poison Nova off, and they actually have to all go back home. So they make them take the fight, but at the very least they make them get low before they win the fight, so they can't take Roshan off the back end of it, which is very important.
Yeah, that's a pretty good, at least something for Shadows of the Past now that Navi US are just getting much more out of this game. And now they are leading in gold for the first time since the beginning of the game, and XP, they've been leading for a couple minutes, and Fogged is going to make it out. No levels in crit, so he lives.
I just don't know in what game where your support has 8 deaths that you're somehow leading at 24 minutes in. It's just... There's no other way of putting this. Fogged is getting carried right now. As much as I love Giannis, this is not his game.
Venomancer Ags completed, so that's something for Shadows of the Past. There's a lot of squishy supports.
Oh, they'll just die.
Yeah.
Speaking of Fog, he'll just die. There's the BKB on Enigma. He actually used it in the last fight. He has his mech too. Korok is ready to go, but no split. This is very tough to contest. Without Black Hole, without your split coming out from the Panda, I don't know really if there's any way you could contest this. And the Venomancer's just going to run to the high ground. If they get close, they just hit the R button. Although it's on cooldown for another 38 seconds. Midnight Pulse did come through, and Snake King actually is just doing his job in split pushing. Not necessarily rat style of Dota, but it's getting close to it, I think.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of where he has to be at. That's why he's bought the Vladimirs. He knows his job is just to keep split pushing. Vlad's is the item for that, so he picks that one up. Is going to be going for the Yasha next, presumably the Manta style as well. And that Midnight Pulse actually just pushes him out of the Roche pit, seeing as it covers like the entire thing.
Yeah, it's actually ridiculous. Korok now is just sitting in the Roche pit. We got it, buddy. You want to deny the TP scroll? Tralf is here. He's got a Blink Dagger. Korok doesn't spot him out, or at least he just doesn't care. Blink Stomp, Double Edge, that'll be on the Eidolon, so they're not pushing down that bottom lane. And Navi US have really responded well with putting the right amount of pressure on the right lanes here. And it just feels like Shadows of the Past are forced to play as 5 and together. Netrok is going to walk right into the pit and at the very least expend Reincarnation. And Korok does not get the last hit off, and that would have been a long cooldown. Even at level 2, he has to go home.
He's happy to put that one in.
Ooh, the catapult gets it. Wow. MVP Siege Creep coming out here. That's huge.
Thank you for base creeps. And now Navi US going to do the same thing. Walk into the Roche pit while everyone's out of position by Shadows of the Past. So
probably
I have to say Shadows of the Past look much better in the early laning phase, but once we get past 20 minutes, Navi US
they have the veteran edge, I think. Shadows of the Past are full of a bunch of players that aren't necessarily, well, they haven't been to TI4, let's just put it that way, or TI3 even. So Navi US are playing an extraordinarily decent game of Dota, and this has got to be the most frustrating thing in the game. Shadows of the Past go into Roshan, they almost take it down, they get pushed out, and they lose the Aegis.
Oh, they're all smoked up, though. They're going to come into the mid lane, try to kill Korok here before he can get the split off. Are they going to be able to do a wall response? Yes, they can.
Big pick off. That's actually a lot of gold, 435 gold. With the spree, they actually get 1,000 and 1,500 net worth change. Blink Stomp on the Eidolons yet again. Honestly, this team fight recap is so good just for the fact that you can see the net worth changes after the kill, so... And now they're going to pressure the high ground.
Continuing to split push.
Yeah.
I mean, I think this is the right choice. He knows he can't really participate in fights
He has no
right
TP,
now.
by the way.
He'll just die. I'm not sure why he has the Aegis, to be honest.
Dire's middle tower
I think
is under
if he gets caught out when he's pushing, he could just, blink away
Yeah,
after
but
Aegis
does that
goes.
really matter? Like,
Radiant's bottom tower
I think
has
I'd personally
fallen.
rather have it on Korra.
Snaky
but
is
I
about
guess-
to take the tier 3 tower. Unless
Yeah,
they...
I mean, I guess this is the bright side of the Aegis, is it lets you aggressively push into tier 3, and all that fends off Shadows of the Past. And Navi US are just straight up outmaneuvering Shadows of the
Yes,
Past
they really
after
are.
20 minutes.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
this...
the early rotations, I think, are better for Shadows of the Past, but after that, there's just much better movement from Navi US. And
The mobile
Like you
heroes
said,
are
probably
really paying
experience.
off for them. The split push is really paying off for them these past couple of games. They're going to try to fight up. Blink, they cannot get the Aura's punch off. There's going to be a big black hole onto 3. What can they do with this? Blink clap. Is there a mana void? He hasn't used it yet. Now is the split. 2 dead. Double kill for Korok. Plus the reincarnation down. And probably a third. Nestle with a huge black hole. A great initiation. Cyclone up for good measure. Just the party cyclone. Way 2 and Fog are actually about to die. Way 2 get denied. Oh, no. Fog. Actually, he's fine, but GG is called, and after that fight, they just give in. They say the split push was too much, and a game where they absolutely punished the anti-mage, snaking with only 20 last hits, 2 deaths at 10 minutes into the game, and somehow they take the victory for Navi US with just better mobility, better map control, and just outplaying them. Fantastic series for Navi US in the end.
yeah, Navi US, they pull it through. After some very discouraging early games, 20 minutes seems to be a turnaround point for them. In this game, too, I guess it was a bit earlier, but, well, just veteran advantage pursuing through the entire game and able to bring it home in the end. That was quite the series.
That was a fantastic series. Shadows of the Past playing a lot better than I think everyone gave them credit for. Trout with some expert drafts coming in, but just wasn't enough. The style of Dota Navi US played ended up winning them the game. The patch... it affected, I think, both teams pretty heavily, but that'll do it for us here tonight. Our next series is going to be on Sunday. I don't know exactly at what time. I'll go ahead.
That is true, but I do not know what game it is. There is a little bit of rescheduling going on for SNA, so just stay tuned to High Ground TV, Twitter, and Dota2.ca/schedule, and you'll be up to date on that one. Where it's in flex right now.
Snaw and Complexity, that'll be the series that you'll see. We'll tweet about it. Obviously, check out Dota2.ca for more information when we get closer. Again, thank you so much for joining us, guys. As always, it's been an absolute pleasure. Make sure you check us out at highground.tv for the casters. Twitch.tv/Dota2 Canada Cup for your following of the Canada Cup action, and Dota2.ca. Make sure you purchase up the Bearsky Courier, which I'll show briefly, as it's very, very adorable. And certainly worth a purchase. $5.99 in the Dota store. The ticket is really important as well. Help out American Dota. Really nice there. Again, I'm Mott. You can follow me at twitter.com/MottDota and MAUT for me. With me tonight is Gerg, or What Is Hip. You can check him out at twitter.com/WhatIsHipTV. With us as well for the fantastic stats, LDJ. You can check him out at twitter.com/LDJstats. That'll be it for us here this evening. Big shout out to the Canada Cup. Big shout out to the teams. We're done. We'll see y'all later.